Tetris stinks. Enjoy the video. So the other day, I decided to pick up a game that I haven't played in a while, being Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I gotta say guys, although I typically do just play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate during streams and stuff like that, Mario Kart is extremely fun, and it got me thinking, why don't I go ahead and make a video talking about my favorite Mario Kart items, aka the top 10 best items in Mario Kart. So guys, this is going to span ever since the beginning of Mario Kart, all the way up to the most recent version being Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, all of the opinions stated in this video are just my own, but I would love to hear yours in the comments section down below, and let me know what your favorite items are in Mario Kart. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and start talking about number 10. So coming in at number 10, we have the Blue Shell. Now, I know to a lot of people the Blue Shell is not a very nice item, and a lot of people really don't like seeing it in the game. I mean, I remember there was a huge controversy over it where a lot of people wanted it to get removed. However, guys, I absolutely love this item. Being able to go from way far behind to knocking out someone in first place just feels great. I think my favorite incarnation of the Blue Shell is the most recent, where it goes along the ground and it hits other players on the way to the person in first place, but just having access to an item that actually allows you to start catching up to the person in first definitely feels extremely good. Not only that guys, but I believe that the Blue Shell is an incredibly iconic item, so having it in the Mario Kart franchise is a must for the rest of the game series history. Coming in at number 9, we have the Triple Mushroom. Now yeah, mushrooms are incredibly important in Mario Kart because they are the reason you can go from being in like 7th place up to 4th or 5th, so having this item in the game is incredibly important. Now obviously, in the real Mario games, like in the real original titles of Mario, mushrooms actually make you big and they don't make you go fast, but I think that having this way as a speed boost is just perfect for the game. Now I kinda wish there was some way like they made you a little bit bigger while you were going to kind of like have an homage to the original games. However guys, having the mushrooms and the speed boost is incredibly important and has definitely helped me win a ton of races, which is why I decided to go ahead and put the mushroom at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have the Yoshi and Birdo eggs. Now, my favorite Mario Kart game of all time, hands down, is Mario Kart Double Dash, because that is the game I definitely spent the most time playing growing up, so I definitely think that this one has to be on the list. Now, in terms of this item, what it does, for those of you guys who don't know, is it is a special item that only Yoshi and Birdo can get, unless you were playing as King Boo and Piranha Plant, who can get all of the special items. But when you throw this item, it works very similar to the Red Shell in that it targets down players who are ahead of you, and once it makes contact, not only does it make them flip over and start to like lose a little bit of speed, but it also pops out a bunch of different items such as bananas, shells, stars, and mushrooms, so having this will definitely give you an advantage, especially if you were lucky enough to hit one of the mushrooms or stars that end up popping out of this Yoshi shell. Meaning guys, that this is the reason why it's at number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have the fake item boxes. Now, one of my favorite things to do with the fake item boxes, way back in the day especially, was put them down right in the middle of a real item box, so that way people would end up running into them. Now, what Mario Kart did was originally the fake item boxes looked exactly like the real item boxes, so hitting one of these, you'd never really know, especially if you were behind somebody. However, recently, they have made item boxes look way more fake, and it's way easier to tell if they actually are fake, so I really like the old version, and that's why it's not higher up on the list. I think that if it did actually look like a fake item box and not just the same thing, I would have gone ahead and put it a little bit higher just because there are so many shenanigans that you can do with this thing, but considering we don't have access to that guys, this one earns a spot at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have the Bowser Shell. Now picture this guys, Friday night, just got out of school and you and your 3 friends are ready to relax, have a sleepover, eat some great pizza, and play some Mario Kart Double Dash. You guys go to the character select screen and choose which characters you are going to play, and you see somebody choosing Bowser and Bowser Jr. Not only that, but because we are sleeping over at his house, he gets to choose the stage, and what stage does he choose? He chooses Baby Park. The race is about to start, and all of a sudden your friend decides not to go ahead and start with you guys, but stay behind, so that way he can get the best items. He goes ahead and gets a double item box, and he gets a Bowser shell and let it rip like a Beyblade. Now, with the giant Bowser shell, guys, this thing is an absolute beast. Although it doesn't target characters normally like a red shell or something along those lines, the giant Bowser shell flies around and hits as many enemies as possible, and it's just super crazy and a whole lot of fun, which is why I decided to put the Bowser shell at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have the Lightning Bolt. Now, I can't tell you guys how many times I have actually won races because I decided to use the Lightning Bolt that I got when I was super far behind. The Lightning Bolt goes ahead and it shrinks every character down and also takes away all the speed that they had gathered, meaning that if you are really far behind, you will actually be able to go ahead and catch up. Now, I understand that a lot of people think that there's a balancing issue with this. However, I think that the Lightning Bolt is the perfect item to belong in Mario Kart just because it can seriously turn the tides of a race. Yes, I understand that everybody likes to win, but guys, this item alone is the reason that I have won so many races before that I absolutely had to include it on this list at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have the Golden Mushroom. Now, this item is absolutely amazing because unlike the triple mushroom, which gives you 3 boosts, or the single mushroom, which only gives you 1, you actually have a time limit of how many times you can use this thing, and it lasts for a very long time. You can use it as many times as you want in the allotted amount of time, and this will help you win races. If you are really far behind and you're playing Double Dash and you somehow manage to get both a Lightning Bolt and a Golden Mushroom, you're going to move up from last place to first place in a matter of seconds. This item is absolutely amazing, and every time I get one in the new games, it always brings a smile to my face, just because although I am losing at that point, I know that there is still a chance, and that's one of the things I love most about Mario Kart, which is why this item comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have the Bullet Bill. Now, once again, this is another one of those items that you honestly really don't want to see, because if you do, that means that you are very far behind. However, if you end up using this thing, you have the chance to win the race for sure. For those of you guys who don't know what the Bullet Bill does, you turn into a giant Bullet Bill, and you are immune to all other items. Not only can no other items hit you, but you also have a little bit of control over the Bullet Bill, and you can run into other enemies and knock them off the course and just go from like last place up to 3rd or 2nd in some cases in a matter of seconds. The Bullet Bill is an absolutely incredible item, but it is not number 1 because I do think that there are 2 items above it that are just a little bit better, so let's go ahead and talk about it and leave Bullet Bill at number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have the Star. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking that I was going to put the Star at number 1 because, let's be honest, the Star is one of, if not the best items in the game. However, this is my list, so there is one item that just topples over this one. When you get the Star in Mario Kart, you temporarily become invincible and you can plow through enemies, knock them off the stage, and be immune to every single item on the track. Not only that, guys, but you get a huge speed boost, meaning that you can go from like 7th or 8th place up to 3rd or 4th or even 2nd in some cases with relative ease, which is why I believe that the Star belongs at spot number 2. And finally, guys, we have the overall best item in Mario Kart history coming in at number 1, being the Chain Chomp. Now, this item was exclusive to Baby Mario and Baby Luigi in Mario Kart Double Dash, but you could also get it by using Petey Piranha Plant as well as King Boo. Now, let me just say, guys, although a lot of people, I'm sure, probably don't agree that this is the best item in Mario Kart history, this is my list, and I have always loved this item. Even to this day, I still play as Baby Mario and Toadette in Mario Kart Double Dash, so that way I have access to both the Golden Mushroom and the Chain Chomp. For those of you guys who don't know what the Chain Chomp does, you can release this giant Chain Chomp monster, and it will drag you along the course at lightning speed. Not only that, but you are not affected by enemies unless you are hit in your car, and you can just absolutely destroy enemies, making this the overall best item in Mario Kart history in my opinion. However guys, with all of that being said, do you guys agree with my top 10 best items in Mario Kart list? Yes, I understand that everyone may have different opinions about which item is the best. However, I feel that this list definitely makes up for a ton of them and definitely is ranking at least some of the best items in the game. However guys, once again, let me know your thoughts about the best items in Mario Kart history in the comments section down below. Do you guys agree with this list, or do you guys think that I missed a couple? Let me know. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.